What is up, guys? Welcome back to another daily build video. This time we're checking out the MX-5 in the racing category. Let's go. Real quick before I get into the video, if you're looking for any of my Motorfest tunes or my Need for Speed Heat builds, I've moved everything to my website. It's militiagamingco.com. There's links in the main navigation menu for Need for Speed Heat builds and Motorfest Pro settings, so click those if you're looking for that. The link to the site is actually in the description of this video. All right, enjoy. All right, so I kind of went into this thinking that this car was going to be complete garbage. I mean, it just doesn't really seem like it belongs in the racing category, but I guess you could say the same thing for like the older Camaro or like even the newer Camaro. They just don't seem like race cars, right? This really doesn't feel like a race car. When you think race car, you don't think 2016 MX-5. However, it actually does okay. It's not meta or anything like that. It's not at the top of the class. It's very middle of the road when it comes to test times, but it did way better than I thought it would, and it's actually fairly satisfying to drive. It's got a 1.45 lateral G, which is just okay. It's not the worst, it's not the best. It's got good braking distance at 16.8, and it should. It's a light car, and it has decent acceleration, but it handles pretty well. It responds to steering nicely. It is very predictable. It's comfortable to drive. It's not something that you are gonna feel awkward in. I think that this is a good car for people who are just looking for something stable, and the tune actually helps a little bit with its understeer. It does have a tiny bit of understeer. It's just because of the lateral G stat, but it is what it is, man. Let's take a look at the tune, and then I'll show you my fastest test time, then we'll go out for a grand race. All right, so starting with the brake balance, we've got it at 41%. If we move into the suspension, I basically stiffened everything. The rear felt a little bit bouncy, and so we stiffened the rear spring. By bouncy, I don't mean because it was too stiff, but because it was too soft. We got +5 in the front and +10 in the rear, and then everything else is sort of adjusted similarly. So compression front and rear +6, rebound front and rear +5, and then the anti-roll bars were at +10 on both, and the camber is at -0.25 on both. All right, here's my fastest test time, and then I'll see you for a grand race. All right, here we go. So we've got the MX-5 up last. Hopefully we're in a good position, but the Jeep Evo 2 up first. And then I'm going with the RS3 this time. Usually I run the RS2 for Street 1, but I don't know, just figure I'd go with the RS3 this time. Here we go. All right, we started near the front. Let's see what we can do with this rally raid section here. Try to go wide here. Let's see how this works out. Yep. Knew that was going to happen. We kind of got pushed to the front there. That was actually nice. Try to just wedge my way in here. All right, so far so good. We got some resetting happening. I prefer not to... Oh, a little double reset by Nadali. A double reset. All right. We got a super sweat over here. Not like I haven't been known to do any double resetting. I try not to do those in the videos, but that's a pretty aggressive tactic, to be honest with you. All right, let's settle down, Jeep. Perfect. We survived it. Plug this tree if we can. Barely clipped that checkpoint. Don't want to be in a NOS deficit here. We're gonna hold some speed and go wide. All right, we didn't slide as much as I thought I was going to. On that second drift, I thought I was gonna slide a lot more. Wow, that was an interesting tactic. I don't think I've ever seen anybody go up on that hill before. Let's see if Nadali takes the tree line. Probably they will. I'm gonna see if I can't hit it as well. They did not. They went around. Okay. I like that line. It's just a little difficult to hit. Sometimes you mess up a little. All right, here we go. Into ST1. Oh, we both went a little wide. Let's go RS3, baby. All right, let's chill on the NOS. I'm using a little too much of it. You know, wait till we get a little more. Just a little tap there. Oh, I'm honking. Oh, little connection there with the wall. It's gonna allow me to maybe pick up slip. Nope. Still a little far away. Let's see if I can get it here on this next section. This is a tough little right-hander here. Oh, especially if you go wide like that. He jumps it. Let's go, dude. The ST or the RS3 is quite a bit slippier. All right, dude. I mean, there's no need for that. All right. Also, no need for that. The RS3 is quite a bit slippier than the RS2. All right, Mazda, let's see. What are we up against? A Camaro. Oh, that was just... I was looking back. I have a feeling that we're gonna get... We're probably gonna get gapped here. Just because this... Mazda is just not quite up to the standard of the Camaro. I don't know what happened to them. I'm really not sure what happened. But we've been gifted a small lead. I wonder if we can hold it. Let's see. That's all gonna come down to my skills, which are not the best. Oh, stay out of that wall. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm having to use NOS to really make up for my lack of skills here. And I know whatever happened to Dendali. Oh, I don't know why I couldn't see where the road went on that one. All right. Finally, I'm into a road that I actually am familiar with. So hopefully I don't make too many mistakes here. If I can hold off... I'm having trouble talking and concentrating here. If I can hold off in this MX-5, I would consider this a pretty decent run. See, the acceleration is good. Car turns into the turns pretty well. Understeers just a tiny bit. Enough to where I'm starting to honk as I turn because I'm pressing the turn button so hard. Did I survive? Did I do enough to survive? Oh, I gotta remember where the end is. I think I did just enough, dude. Just enough to survive. I made it through that grass without slipping, and we just calmly drove to the finish line, dude. That was actually a really good race. I don't know what happened to Nadali. All of a sudden, I was in first, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But we can go up to him and give him a little honk and say GG's. Anyways, MX-5, as you can see, in a situation like this, a little bit of a nail biter. But like I said, overall, very comfortable to drive. Surprisingly quick. It's not anywhere near the Camaro. It's not anywhere near the Gallardo. It's not anywhere near the top 3 or 4 or 5 cars, but certainly viable, and it looks cool. I like the MX-5. It's a really nice looking car. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Shout out to these guys for having a good race, and I'll catch you on tomorrow's daily build. Trigger out.